reconstituting my CJC-1295 with Ipamorelin, and I have to say this is really like one of my favorite peptides that I use. So I just wanted to share how I do it, because a lot of people who are trying to regain muscle and the tone that you really want to hold on to as you start to age, and it really is your fountain of youth. If you're interested in really maintaining a good quality of life as you get older, that's the key. So anyway, I have my Ipamorelin and I have my backwater, my insulin syringe. That's not an insulin syringe, it's a one for reconstitution. It's a 2 ml. I'm just going to show you how I do it and then how I utilize the calculator. So this particular one that I utilize is 5 milligrams of Ipamorelin and 5 milligrams of the CJC for a total of 10. So I just took the top off. I'm going to sterilize, keep it clean, the backwater. And there's little circles in the top of each one of these vials. So you want to go directly in, turn upside down, and I pull way beyond because there's always air bubbles, and you want to go to the bottom of the stopper. Sometimes there's a little bit of suction, so just be aware of that. So I'm going to go, now I've pulled back several times, I've depressed all of the air bubbles that are in the top, and now I'm directly at the 2. So I'm going to take this, and these are also very pressurized, so it's best to like clip it with your finger right here and just hold it. Go directly in again to that center, and you know, you want to be gentle. See, I already feel it starting to pull down, and I'm just going to tip this vial slightly so it kind of drizzles in on an angle, and I just really, oop, there it went. So you saw how it kind of will just pull in because of the vacuum, which is fine, but I just try to be gentle. I don't want to blast it. Removing slightly, and then just rolling it within my fingers, and I'll just set it on the counter for a few minutes. And so now I've reconstituted this. 2 mLs is how I do it, and then I'm going to show you how I will use the calculator in order to know what exactly I'm going to dose for me on what I like. So I'm going to do that next. Okay, so we just reconstituted our peptide vial. Now you're going to come to the master list here, and it's going to tell you exactly the recommended dosing that and reconstitution instructions. So what you just saw was the 2x blend. That's the one that I like a lot. And here we go, the CJC Ipamorelin. It tells you exactly the amount of milligrams of each, 5 and 5, 1 ml of backwater, and how you're going to draw it. So this basically is a good resource for all of the different peptides. You can see it's a huge book of about 100 pages of all the common ones. So that's a great resource. And then once you know those numbers, you write them down or keep them in your brain, and we're going to go here. Okay, so now this is the calculator, and this is all going to be part of the community and course. So you're going to scroll down, and we have basically the calculator. So what we just did there, we had a vial that basically had 10 milligrams in it. So you're going to enter 10 here. Okay, and then how much bacteriostatic water? So you could have entered 1 or 2 mLs. In this case, what I did was 2 mLs. And the desired dose, you put that here. We're going to do 500 mcg. And what size syringe am I using? It's almost always the 1 ml syringe. So, and we're going to calculate. So here we go. You're going to draw, this is the number on the insulin syringe, 10 units. So when you put it in, you're going to draw it back to 10 units. And based upon the dosing that you want, that's always what you're thinking of, what is my dose? Then you know how much powder was in the vial and how much water you added. So once you have all that, you basically get the answer. So this can be done on all of the different peptides. That way you know exactly what you're doing and how much the insulin syringe should say. So this 10 units, this is the one that you're always going to know so that you can utilize that number and draw appropriately.